Hello, this is my 22-week pregnancy update, my raw vegan pregnancy, and you can see my belly is nice and round these days. I'm not sure how much I weighed before I became pregnant. I actually didn't start weighing myself until 2 months ago at my first midwife visit, and then I weighed 135 pounds. A month after that I weighed 136, and then now I'm 142, so I'm finally starting to gain some weight. I gained 6 pounds in the last month, and I definitely expanded visually this last month a lot, and I'm feeling really good. I'm pretty energetic overall. I'm taking care of a toddler. She is 16 months, my first daughter, and so it's different this pregnancy because I can't just nap whenever I feel like it, and some nights I'm not getting quite as much sleep as I'd like. I'm very excited recently though because I've been very inspired by superfoods, and I've been watching tons of David Wolf's videos, so I'm really making an effort now to incorporate some superfoods as well as some super herbs into my diet, and I feel like it's making a difference immediately. Makes my mood really happy, gives me energy, and just more of a zest for life, so I'm really inspired and excited to keep incorporating more and trying different ones. Like reishi mushroom is one thing I'd like to start incorporating, and in Chinese medicine, in their tradition, it's recommended for women who are pregnant to take reishi, and it's safe for pretty much everyone, as the studies have shown, to take on a daily basis. And it will definitely enhance the immune system, and the weather here in British Columbia, Canada, just turned quite chilly. It's been dipping below zero the last week at night, and frost on the ground in the morning when I wake up. And so with the cold, I'm looking for definitely to boost my immune system and foods that are going to feel warming and give me energy and some internal heat and fire. Yeah, and I feel like the superfoods are doing that for me. So I'm incorporating things like goji berries, some cacao powder, some coconut oils and hemp seeds. What else am I doing? I'm making, as a base to my smoothies, herbal decoctions and teas, just by really gently warming the water, not boiling it, and letting the herbs steep for a really long time. Things like nettle, which are amazing for pregnancy. It's very high in minerals, high in iron. And I'm doing some dandelion root and dandelion leaf, some raspberry leaf, which is also well known as a general uterus and pregnancy tonic. And some licorice root as well, which is safe to use during pregnancy. I'd like to get my hands on a few different herbs, so I'll keep you updated as I try some of those, start experimenting with those. Definitely, again, more of the immune boosting herbs and adaptogens, things like the ginsengs and ashwagandha. Yeah, there's a few other ones, as well as the medicinal mushrooms I'd like to start trying and just feel if they make a difference to my energy and overall mood and balance. So my intention with these pregnancy videos is to do a weekly update. I'd like a record for myself as well as for my baby. When they get older, they can watch these little videos and yeah, and follow this journey along with me. As well, when I first became pregnant, I started sifting through all the information I could find on the internet about raw vegan pregnancies, and there is some good information out there, but there's just not a lot. It has not been thoroughly researched or documented or well studied as of yet. So I feel like it's really important for people to put their own personal experiences out there to help enrich the database of information about raw vegan pregnancies, and to help other women who want to try this approach. Yeah, so that's my intention, is just to add to that body of information whatever personal experiences I can. I feel like the raw vegan diet is one of the most amazing things that we can do for our body. I know how it's increased my sense of well-being, my energy. It's helped me to achieve my ideal weight. Yeah, there's just so many beautiful things about it that I totally believe is going to be the best thing for this little baby inside here. I've also been raising my first daughter as a raw vegan. I did not go through a raw vegan pregnancy with her. It was actually a cooked, mostly vegetarian pregnancy. I was eating some fish though, and so I'm very curious to compare the two pregnancies. I did have a lot of issues, physical issues with that pregnancy. I was not able to breastfeed as much as I would have liked. I wanted to exclusively breastfeed long term, and I just didn't produce enough milk. I was able to produce about a fifth of the amount of her daily needs for the first 3 months until it completely dwindled away. And then she got onto the raw vegan formula. Yeah, I'd really like to share all about that journey. There's also a lack of information out there about how to feed babies on a raw vegan diet. If you're unable to breastfeed, there's hardly any recipes out there for formula, and I found a lot of success with the one that I created, as well as just creating raw vegan baby food and snacks and things like that. My little girl, she loves crunchy, like the hydrated snacks, kale chips and crackers and things like that. And then I make a lot of blended food for her, just with simple fruits and vegetables, and she loves vegetable juices and greens. And it's really proven to me that our tastes are learned, and you can't just say that kids aren't going to like bitter flavors or sour flavors or salty or whatever. They'll surprise you. They like a lot of things if they're exposed to it early on, and I think that's the most important thing, is exposing kids to really healthy food early on so they can develop an appreciation for it and enjoy it, and then they'll have that foundation to work with for the rest of their life. You know, if you start little kids on refined sugar and they're eating that for years, then it's going to be pretty hard to get them to drink a bitter green juice and like it. But, you know, you start with the vegetables, start with things like that, and they'll like it, they'll eat it. I'm totally surprised at some of the things my little girl eats, and she eats seaweeds like crazy. She'll eat like handfuls of dulse every day, and she loves snacking on nori. Yeah, so I'm going to make some more videos about that, how to raise a raw vegan baby and child, and some recipes for baby foods, as well as the infant formula that I had a lot of success with. And she's still on that infant formula to this day, as well as the solid foods now. Yeah, and my plans for this little baby are, of course, to raise it a raw vegan as well. And I'm praying and hoping that I will be able to fully breastfeed this child for as long as I can, until the baby self-weans, or, you know, until that time comes. But I'm feeling that having 100% raw vegan pregnancy is definitely going to support the health of my body, the hormone balance, and everything that's required in order to create full, abundant, beautiful breast milk to nourish my child. I will do another pregnancy update soon. I would like to do one every week, so I'll see you on week 23.